Katina ain't leaving this man. Steve, you better live up to this. Mark, you're listening. Boy, you lucked out. Dr. Pepper lives separately from her husband? Lindsey, don't sign up for that. Poor Mike. Yes. Steve is eating Noy up. Baby Noy is so cute. Y'all not even kissing? Elijah mom was perfect. That's your parents' sex dungeon. I don't know if y'all know. We get it, Steve. It's 100 or nothing. Excellent job, you two. Why did we hear Elijah mom's letter? You give flowers to your guy? It's always a but Katina. Is 1 month enough? You need to live with me. Yes, I'm trying to get my business. What up, y'all, and welcome back to From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl Rizzo, as we recap Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 15. Only 2 more episodes until decision day. This is part 2. If you have not seen part 1, make sure you go back and check that out. I am pausing this because I'm so excited to finish the rest of this episode. We have to go to, I don't know if we're gonna go to Noy's house. Whose house did we not go to? Katina's house. Oh, we went to her church though. Who are we missing? What's the rest of this episode? Oh, we gotta hear the childhood stories from Noy. Noy and Steve have to go and like connect. All right, I don't know what's gonna happen here, truthfully. I was gonna BS my way through this, but I have no idea what this rest of the episode is gonna be. But I hope it doesn't make me cry like the first half because everything was a tearjerker, y'all. The fuck? If this is your first time, I am your girl Rizzo. We recap Married at First Sight, Real Housewives of Potomac, sometimes Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was gonna say Atlantic of Atlanta. Shout out to BK. We do Insecure, R.I.P. No More, Sprinkles the Big Brother, Love is Blind, right? We do a lot, but primarily Married at First Sight and Real Housewives of Potomac. Please make sure you go back and check out part 1 if you have not already. And if you have, y'all, let's get to it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at the end of this episode. Let me know what you thought about the recap. Let me know how you're feeling about this season. I personally think this is one of the best seasons we've seen from this franchise. Not because like love, but like it has been one of the most interesting seasons I think we've seen. Also, I got my eyelashes done because that last episode, don't even go back. Don't go back. Just trust me. It was like, shouts to Mirla. But yeah, let's get to it. We started out with Steve and Noy. I thought we were going to Noy's. I was like, where Noy live? Steve, put your arms down. It's okay. Oh no. Steve, you better live up to this. Best dancer. Steve, y'all come on, Steve in the monochromatic. You better be on trend. Not this lady teaching them dance that you do like in the middle of a cheer set when you gotta like break down to the hip hop part. Steve is eating Noy up. I love freestyle Noy. Oh, we got 2 Chainz Steve today. Okay. He said, oh, we going to hip hop? Let me double up. I need to remember to do a poll on who's the better dancer, Noy or Ashley Darby. Yo, Potomac, our young sister's free. I don't want to say free because I really wanted them to work out, only because I don't want Candace to like get up and about something else. Ugh. Noy, sweetie, you know that wasn't a dance studio in your house, right? Y'all were the only dancers who came to that studio. The kid? That's your parents' sex dungeon. It's okay though. You gotta look up the poll. The bracket was up top. That's all right. I don't want to ruin your childhood, but you know. Hey, parents. Noy says she grew up in a household where she couldn't express herself, which is why she runs away so much now. She ain't say that last part. That's what I'm saying. That's beautiful, Steve. Steve said, I grew up in an environment where I was able to create and be free and think. Hopefully I can create an environment like that for her. I thought he was gonna say for our kids, but he said for her, for my wife. Even at 33, he wants to make this environment for her. I knew that. Noy said, when I'm fighting with you about this social media, it has nothing to do with the actual social media. It has everything to do with me fighting for my independence. I told you. He's not trying to suppress you. We get it, Steve. We get it. All right, who's next? Who is this? Mike and Jasmina, okay. Wait, is Dr. Pepper me with everybody again? You give flowers to your guy? Is that odd? It's odd because we made it odd. Does anybody give flowers to their guy? He'd be like, what's this for? He don't even own a vase. They are really about to have 1 bad month and 1 good month. Because they got 1 week left in the experiment. And they said the turning point was 3 weeks ago. Is 1 month enough to develop these feelings to know you want to be with somebody forever? Or is it the fact that you spent the first month together, but you were able to get over it and come out so much better that makes y'all stronger? And it's like, even though it's 1 good month, y'all still had 2 solid months. I don't know. Damn, I wish they had 2 more weeks. Can we vote? I love that Dr. Pepper question. What do you have to unlearn? So good. Jasmina and Mike are both, or were both, too strong for each other. You can have two strong people who don't never let their guard down, who are always on edge, who are unwilling to open up. That's why that first month was so hard for them. They're like, you're being defensive. No, you're being defensive. You're too tough. No, you're too strong. I can't get through to you. And when one opens up and the other isn't ready, wall. Like, you wasted a whole month. Look at Jasmina, like, I got a whole list. Even the way that Jasmina just laughed right there and her voice was so much softer. She is just feeling so much more comfortable to let her guard down with this man. I'm gonna play that next.
Me being independent.
Can't steal mine.
I'm not gonna be true for more than one.
Wait, y'all not even kissing? But you talking about having babies in 18 months? Right, here you are planning families. There's sex involved. Poor Mike, he said this is hard to hear. Imagine hearing like, I wanna be with you, but I don't even wanna touch you. What?
I do want my wife to be my best friend, of course, but not just my best friend.
Right, not my best friend. Why didn't they read it at Noy's house? Steve, you gotta take these earrings out. Baby Noy is so cute. Damn, none of that weight was yours to carry. Look, I know we're in the middle of this, but don't y'all feel like a lot of these letters are written for the person that they're reading the letter to, like for their partners? Like Mike was reading it, explaining why he wasn't very vulnerable in the beginning. Noy is explaining why she doesn't open up to Steve. Jasmina was explaining why she's so tough. Why did we hear Lajwan's letter? That's actually beautiful. She was literally, yes, I'm crying to get my business. She was literally like, don't worry about it because I am proud of you. Like, to know that your future self, your 33-year-old self, your almost 30 years later self is proud of who you are today at 5 and continues to be proud of you for 30 years means a lot to a kid. No, you don't cry, please. She said, seeing my mother like that made me feel like I was a burden. Because if she didn't have my siblings, she wouldn't have to work that hard. So then Noy put all of that weight on her. My goodness, just imagine that. Steve, you are listening. Wow, Noy, you lucked out. This is what you need. You know, this is just the next filter in the list. And I realize we haven't seen Mark and Lindsey's letter. And this to me fits. What does this sound like? Not Lindsey complaining that Mark doesn't do anything outside of what he normally does and now taking him to the jungle, woods, forest hiking adventure. This section here is gonna be really sad because it just started and Lindsey said the woods and the swamp were behind her house and she tried to get there to get away and she could never get away. You see what just happened there? Lindsey's dad is like, I need to be the provider, so much so that he is out working all the time and he's forgetting about his family in the house that he's providing for. And her mom is a stay-at-home mom, but because her dad is always gone providing, she now has to take on both roles of mother and father, which causes resentment, the man who is out working and providing. And then who's left to get that if he's never home, but her children. This is tough. Should I change this filter? I'll change it on Mark's team. I'll change it now, okay. See, another example. Lindsey is reading this to Mark. People will tell you you're too much. Like, stop writing a letter to yourself for the other people. Mark is like, how do I find peace? All right, allow her to be more vulnerable with me. I'll be more vulnerable with her and she'll be more peaceful. Okay, let me write that down because I'm gonna need 17 tactics to get her to not be so hyper. That's nice. Your younger self would appreciate that note and look at you like a role model. Mark, you're listening. Words of affirmation. Lindsey, great letter. You did a great job. Not only for your childhood self, but for who you are today, you're a great role model. Mark. Yes! More words of affirmation. And Lindsey, excellent job for acknowledging it, letting him know that you see it and you see him working. Excellent job, you two. More of this. Not them practicing their dance. Oh, they look cute. Steve is still killing. Totally unrelated, but Noy's curls always look so good. Was that a sarcastic aw from Dr. Pepper? Yeah, I never considered that when we got married, you wouldn't want to live together. How do you do that? How do you honor those feelings and also consider how you feel? Because either you honor those feelings of her having her own place and wanting to live on her own, or you honor your feelings and wanting to live together. Though, Dr. Pepper, maybe you should work through this. How can we honor her feelings of feeling and being independent? How can we do that other ways? You know, we can live together, but how do we honor the fact that she became independent? Maybe we rent that spot out. That's amazing ownership. That's some leadership, some independence for her. Maybe we do that. Wait, Dr. Pepper lives separately from her husband? Wait. They're not married though, because she always says, my guy. You been with him forever? This is her second marriage and they've been together 16 years. We ain't ironed out the details because Steve don't want to live apart. Ain't no details. No. Wait, Noya's dead serious about this. Steve is like, I can't believe this is a thing. This is a big one, Noya. Steve is silent because he's like, this is bull. This is not what I signed up for. You need to live with me. Okay, 6 days until decision day. Here we go with the shock in his hometown. Are we gonna see his mother? No. Oh, look at the bunny. That's right, his dad passed away recently. Man, 2 years ago is very fresh for Mark. 2 years ago to lose your parent, his whole life turned upside down. Mark's an only child, that's right. Oh, look at little Mark. Good job, Lindsey. Bring it in. Little hockey Mark. Mark. He doesn't want the camera to see him. Facts. I'm not gonna compete with the past. That's right. You were moving into Mark's, not only his home, but Mark's family's home. Lindsey, don't sign up for that. Don't sign up. Mark is holding on to the past and only the good moments. I know as soon as I say this, Elijah messes up. But he didn't mess up that last time I said he's gonna mess up. You know, the only reason I'm like this is because I know that they're gonna stay together. So how do we make the best of this situation? Because Katina ain't leaving this man. So now we gotta work with what we got and mold it into something better. How do we do that? See, I just don't like the way he's setting it up, right? It's a matter of, he didn't have to say after high school, I went to college, but Katina. It's always a but Katina. I did this, but Katina. Listen to the way that Elijah speaks to and about his wife versus like a Steve. If Steve was in a relationship with Katina, he would have said, he wouldn't have even compared. He would have said, this is my wife. She wants her bachelor's. You know what? Let me not even talk about Steve because this ain't picture perfect. But Elijah could easily talk about Katina and say, she wants to get her bachelor's, she wants to go into nursing, and she wants to have children. How can we work to do that? Because I'm concerned that she's going to be overwhelmed. Do you hear the difference in how those two statements were made? One wasn't saying, I did this correctly, she's doing it wrong, I'm worried if she can even do it. It's, she wants to do this. As her partner, as her husband, I want to support her in doing this. How can we get there? But no, because Elijah was perfect. I don't know if y'all know. He needs a lot of attention. She said he already has a lot to deal with. It can be draining. What's he crying for? We know, Elijah. What you would do, you would leave your wife, the woman who wants to be with you, go lock in on yourself for 2 years and hope that she waited for you. We know. Good thing Katina ain't you. The issue is, why does Elijah think that she can't go to school and still be with him? It's because he knows that he requires a lot of her time and attention. So instead of compromising on the amount that he needs from her to allow her to devote more time to her schoolwork and herself, he's just saying, no, I can't get 88%. It's 100 or nothing. So if you can't give me 100, don't be with me. Go be with yourself, because I can't deal with 88. I can't take on the burden of this marriage. That 12% right there won't do right for me. So if you can't give that to me, go give the 100 to your schoolwork. That's cool. What we gonna do? Honestly, what are we gonna do? I just don't have any idea. Oh my Lord, they are wildin'. This whole cast is wildin'. I cried the first half, and now I'm angry and upset with everyone this second half. I don't know, I have no solutions. Why does it make me angry? I'm going through a lot of emotions. Y'all, thanks for sticking with me. We have 2 more episodes until decision day, and I don't really know what to do with myself in my life. All right, y'all. Thanks for sticking with this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these couples, if they frustrated you as much as they frustrated me this episode, if you are hopeful for any, or where you think we can go after this, because I don't even know, y'all. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. This is crazy. Bye.